Hello everyone, welcome to Praveen Tutorial Point. I am Praveen Anand, and in this session we are going to discuss about the law of conservation of linear momentum. This law of conservation of linear momentum is very important, and by using this law of conservation of linear momentum in one dimension, we can find out the recoil of the gun. Recoil of the gun is found out by this, and see, if you consider a explosion of a bomb, the velocity of, due to the internal forces, the explosion takes place. Here there will be no change in the external force, only due to the internal forces this takes place, and kinetic energy gradually increases within the bomb and explosion takes place. And this due to this explosion, the velocity of the pieces, that means before collision completely the bomb will be at rest, but after the explosion takes place, the velocity of the particles will change. And to find out the velocity of the pieces which are separated from one place can be find out by this conservation of linear momentum. See, actually this conservation of linear momentum states that it is like this. It states that the total momentum of an isolated system, of interacting particles remains constant. If there is, when they will remain constant, if there is no resultant external force acting on it. If there is no external force, then the total momentum of an isolated system remains constant. So let us consider total momentum of an isolated system means you could take a box. I am considering a box as a system. So within the box there are so many number of particles, and the particles are having their own momentum. They are moving, they are colliding, they are attracting each other, and whatever the momentum they are having, the total momentum of the particles, that means if you consider the box as a system, the total momentum of the box will be constant. See, each and every particle will have their own momentum, but momentum varies for single particle. But if you consider the total system, the momentum of the total system, or the sum of momentum of all particles, will be constant. When it will be constant? If there is no resultant force acting on it, that means the isolated system. If there is no external force acting on the isolated system, then the total momentum of the system will be constant. See, for that, first let us consider a small particle which is having a mass m. A particle having a mass m. So we know that the net external force acting on the system is 0, and this net external force can be written as dp bar by dt. How we are writing this means from Newton's second law of motion. From Newton's second law we got this. So if the external force acting on the single particle mass is 0, then net external force is 0. If it is 0, then the rate of change of momentum is also 0, no? F external is equal to dp bar by dt. If net external force is 0, then dp bar by dt also will be 0. If dp bar by dt is 0, then this momentum will be constant. That means there is no change in the momentum. That means momentum remains constant, conserved. In the same way, we can consider two particles as a system. Okay, whenever we talk about the two particle system, immediately we will get the idea about that collision of two particles. So here I am considering a mass m1 and mass m2. Mass m1 is having a velocity u1 and m2 is having a velocity u2. So after some time, the two masses m1, m2, they collide with each other, and during this collision, this mass m1 is applying some force on m2 in this direction, and in the same way this m2 is also applying some force on mass m1 in this direction, opposite direction. So this is, we know that this is Newton's third law. F m1 m2 is equal to minus F m2 m1. For every action there exists equal and opposite reaction. So by applying Newton's third law, so after this collision what happens is mass m1 and this mass m2, they are having a velocity v1 and v2. So for first body I am writing it as m1 v1 minus m1 u1. This is for first body, and for second body m2 v2 minus m2 u2. So there is this is the change in momentum for the two bodies, and here if you consider this Newton's third law, F m1 m2 is equal to minus F m2 m1. See, it will be like this. Here we have to apply minus m1 v1 minus m1 u1 equal to minus of m2 v2 minus m2 u2. So we'll get m1 v1 minus m1 u1 equal to minus m2 v2 plus m2 u2. So by rearranging this we'll get m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So this says that the linear momentum of two particle system remains constant, and here we will consider these two particles as a system, and here the external force acting on the two particle system is 0, and the linear momentum of the two particle system remains same, it won't change. And now let us see one example for the linear momentum of two particle system, or let us consider an example of explosion of a time bomb. See, consider this as a bomb, and due to explosion the bomb cut into some two pieces, and not only two pieces, but here I am taking an example that if the bomb explodes into two pieces, and these are the masses, mass of this one is, masses of these two pieces is 1:2, and this piece is moving with a velocity v equal to, let us consider this as second piece, so v2 equal to 5 meter per second, and this piece is going in this direction, v1 we don't know that. See, masses are in the ratio of 1:2, and that means here if you consider this as system, two pieces as a system, P initial equal to P final, momentum, initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Here initial momentum in the sense there is no momentum at all. Initially the bomb is at rest, so no momentum, that is 0. And coming to the final momentum, final momentum is, let us consider this piece. For this piece, mass is 2m into velocity is 5v or 5, let me 5v. And if you consider this piece, see both the pieces are moving in opposite direction, so minus mass is m, 1:2 no, m into velocity we don't know, so mv. So mv equal to 2m 5v. 2 into 5v we will get 10v. mv equal to 10v and v equal to, so velocity we will get v equal to 10 meter per second. The velocity of the second piece will be 10 meter per second. If we cancel this m and m, we will get v equal to 10. That means velocity of the second piece is 10 meter per second. This piece is having a 5 meter per second velocity and the masses are in the ratio of 1:2, and the second piece it is having a mass 10 meter per second in opposite direction. And in the same way, this law of conservation of linear momentum is used to find the recoil of a gun. Recoil of a gun, to find the recoil of a gun. Recoil of a gun means if a bullet is fired from the gun, bullet will move with some velocity. In the same way, gun also will move back with some velocity. The moving back of the gun with some velocity is called as recoil of a gun. So by taking this law of conservation of linear momentum, we can find the recoil of a gun also.